Okay, so today we're going to be making the Big Mac pizza by Golden Gully. And the first thing that I'm going to just mention is there's two substitutions. So I couldn't find any sun-dried tomatoes, so I'm just going to be using a fresh one and just cut it a little bit at the end. The other thing is I also couldn't find any pizza dough, so I'm just going to be using a pizza bread. And so yeah, I'm just going to get started. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to get this, and you want to get the mayonnaise. Spread it over, create a base, just spread it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the red onion. So we use about half, or less than half, I think. I'm a fan of red onion, but I'm not too fond of it when it's cooked. Generally I prefer onions when they are, when they're raw. So yeah, I don't really like onions on pizza as much, but I'm trying to follow the recipe as closely as I can. Yeah, so this looks like it's about enough, and I'll just cut the end off. Oh dear. Just leave that on that side. Okay. Just going to get rid of the rubbish and then come back. So yeah, I discarded the rubbish off screen. Yeah, obviously I made a mistake. But I can still salvage this. So what we'll do is we'll just get this, cut it like this. Cool. I think that's kind of fine. I just do this a little bit thinner. There we go, bit of a messy job. Okay, so once we've done all that, we'll just put the onions onto the pizza base. Just put that up a little bit. So I have to say, this recipe is actually quite similar to the Subway that I usually have, and that does taste a little bit like what a Big Mac might taste like. I don't really know what a Big Mac itself tastes like, but I have had similar burgers. And the reason for that is because most McDonald's are not halal. Though I can't entirely remember if I had a halal Big Mac, but you know, I might have, and I might have not, but I can kind of guess what it tastes like. Okay, so now we're just going to get the tuna and put that on. Just a pull tab can. There we go. Okay. So my original plan was to drain this because I usually drain it, but I think because we're cooking this, it might be better if I leave that on. It might just enhance the flavour a little bit. So I think pizza this proportion. I don't think I'll use too much. Let's get this in the fry. I think that's enough. Yeah, so we use like less than a half. So another thing to mention is I don't actually have any pickled cauliflower. I really wish I did because I think that would add a nice different flavour, but I only have gherkins. But I think it tastes similar enough. I can just put that back in there. Just like that, and then I think that's about enough. I'm just going to eat the end of this one. You know, I think we probably need a little bit more. No problem. I'll just get this. And you know what? Let's just use all of it. I'm a huge fan of pickles anyway, so it's fine. And a lot of the time, a lot of McDonald's food tastes quite pickly because McDonald's likes to use a lot of their ingredients in other things. And I think the special sauce has mostly got pickle juice in it. So I think the more pickles, the closer to that flavour we're going to get. So the other thing to add is mustard, which using this one instead of a squirty one, just because, well, this one was cheaper and also I just kind of like it. I mean, I like it's kind of better than the squirty one because mustard has this horrible tendency to kind of like, I'm not sure what the word is, but it kind of gets clogged and then there's a horrible like lack of mustard liquid, kind of like the oil that separates, and then it's just kind of, yeah. So that, and I believe that was everything. I'm just going to check off screen. But yeah, right now that doesn't look too appetizing, but I think after we've cooked it a little bit, it will look much better. Okay, so we're just going to put it onto the tray that we're going to grill on. Unfortunately, I don't have a pizza stove, and that would be really useful, but just going to turn the grill on. And now just shine the oven. Yeah. So put it in there. And the reason why I'm opting to grill instead of use the oven is because I only really want the top to cook, and the grill will focus more on the top of the item than the oven will, because the base I used is already pre-cooked. So whilst we're waiting for it to cook, I'm just going to get another chopping board. I'm going to cut the lemon, so I'm going to use the fruit one. Yeah, tomatoes is fruit, but you know, that's always for the savoury. This one's for the sweet, and I don't want to mix up my knives. So the lemon, just cutting it because I want to use this for kind of cocktail of drinks I'm going to be making. Obviously non-alcoholic, but you know, kind of want to have a whole mess of lemons like this. A lot of seeds on this, which I've heard is good because it means it will be sweeter, but I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll use the ends of this for the pizza drizzle. Well, the drizzle for the pizza at the end. Okay, so it looks like it's about cooked. It's golden on the top, so I'm just going to add some tomatoes and lemon juice, and then I'm going to try a slice and let you know what I think. Okay, so we're just going to cut the tomato now. I'm not going to use too much, just about that much. Save the rest for later. Yeah, so just cut that. So we'll just bring the pizza in, and see if I've got the pizza knife. There, found it. So just cut it into the least clean cut you've ever seen. What I'll do is I'll just cut one piece. Okay. And I'm just get these. And then just a drizzle of lemon juice. Okay, so now time for the big, you know, is this good or not? Let's go that way. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, I can. Unfortunately, it doesn't taste too much like a burger to me, or like a Big Mac to me, but it does definitely taste the same to my usual Subway tuna, and that's pretty much just because it's the same ingredients. I mean, like, yeah, but I wonder if the sun-dried tomatoes makes a huge difference. I can't imagine it does because I'm using tomatoes, so. But that does taste really nice. So I'm going to have the rest of this, and